So as promised, it's a few days later, and this power supply is recapped. As you can see, they are different capacitors from what we started out with. The radial ones are all the same size. These two larger capacitors are now smaller than they used to be. This one is much larger, but it is also rated for about twice the voltage, because it was a little bit cheaper to order this one. And these three small guys up here are a little bit smaller. You know, technology progresses, etc., etc. As promised, and I'll flip it over so you can see the back. I did the repair the way nobody wanted me to do the repair, which is I did not use a bodge wire, but I actually used a little kind of rivety thing. Here, they look like this. I ordered, you know, you have to order a bunch of them. And, well, here, I'll grab a big one. And so this is plated copper, and on one side you got this flange, and on the other side you don't. And so what I had to do was drill out these holes with drill bits, but just using my hand, no drill, until one of those pieces fit in. And then you hit it with a swage tool to flange out the other end. I don't have a swage tool. I do have some punches that look a heck of a lot like a swage tool, so that's what I ended up using. A little bit of more brute force there than I was happy with, but you know, after the rivets were in and plated out, I was able to solder the capacitors in, and it had good conductivity with everything else, and it took solder like a champ. So we're good there. So the other thing involved was I replaced the capacitors. I was going to go stock like it said on the board, and I've mostly done that with yellow, green, red, and it's supposed to be yellow, green, red, and red. But I suppose that was the color of LEDs that were available inexpensively when this was constructed. And given that it was kind of an aesthetic choice, I actually punted it to Becky, like, hey, what color do you want these things to be? And she decided to go with the standard colors, except for one of them. Here, I'll plug it in so you can see. So we've got yellow, we've got green, we've got red, and we've got blue. To be honest with you, the blue is way brighter. Well, actually, I think just the green is dim and the rest of them are all fairly bright. And I put resistors, just like, I don't know, 150 ohm resistors in line with them, hoping that they would last a little bit longer this time, thinking that they were probably replaced because the previous LEDs burned out. This has already been plugged into the broadcast board. It works really well. All the test points have the proper voltages. After replacing the capacitors, the 48 volt test point is actually only about 41 volts, but that's apparently fine. That's to spec, apparently. So, all right, I'm going to let it go. If it turns out not to be to spec, I will worry about it on the other power supply, which is actually in a little bit better shape than this one. But given that this one is the recapped one, this is the one I'm going with. So I've labeled it on the inside and on the biggish cap in here that C18 and C19 have had plated the whole repair. And then it's had new caps and LEDs in December of 2020. And this saga is over.
Something burrito-y.
Okay, well, if you follow my Patreon at all, you know that the work you just saw culminated with me dropping a router into my pants. I'm not going to show you that bit, because no. But I finished it up with not using the router at all. I used a spade bit and a jigsaw, which ended up being way easier and probably a better choice for what I was doing. So the plan is I want to create basically brackets that allow me to put in the punch boards that we've been, you know, the wiring boards, basically the tiny D marks, to be able to simply put them in and take them out and not affix them directly to the furniture. And to do that, I've taken some scrap wood and I've made brackets like these for the ones that can just slide into, or the one that can just slide into place. I might have to put some washers on these, but that way I can just slide it in, slide it out, easily done. For the other one, I have the same thing on the bottom, but on the top, I've got this, which is a washer with a big fender and the nylon pipe. I don't know. But the idea is that it can fall into place and then hold it there. And so that way I can take all of these boards in and out as I need to. So that's the plan. Now to install these.
Making holes in things.
Yeah, so what I need to figure out is...
Is that how high-ish you want it?
Yeah, that's about how high I want it.
Okay.
Is if this will slot in, screw it in, or if I need to back it with some washers to get it to stick out a little bit. So if you want to look and make that decision, I think it might actually work.
Is this the one that gets two identical sliders, or does this have a down slot?
This has a down slot.
Okay. Because I'm sure that's a technical term.
Go. All right.
That's not too high, is it?
I'm beginning to wonder.
That's okay. I didn't particularly like how loose this first hole felt.
Mm-hmm.
So. I mean, you only have one visible on the outside, so.
Yeah.
That's not going to change.
Go.
That one went in.
Enough.
Alright.
Pour it back in. Yeah. Where'd I put the thing? Where are you, thing?
Up and down.
No, not that high. Jeez. Okay. So about, yeah, somewhere like that. Now the problem is affixing it.
Because you can't screw these on after it's been installed?
No, that's actually what I was immediately about to suggest. So we'll want this about like 1/2 or 1/4 inch up. So about, or maybe an inch up.
Okay.
Because we want enough space for it to clear about that much. So Here. Go ahead and place it.
Give me a screw.
Oh, yeah, sure. Where did I put them?
I don't know. I got the board. Right.
Huh. Hiding. Hiding.
Does that one need to be perfect, or
I guess not.
Eyeball it?
Just eyeball it.
No. So. What is this impervious layer made out of?
You want to pre-drill it?
Us judge
There. Pre-drilled.
for the Daffodil Princess Scholarship Competition.
That looks fairly level, right?
Yeah, good enough.
Accessory back on.
It sounds unsavory when you put it that way.
That's okay. I was calling Kim's mushrooms in her food yesterday a fungal infection. She did not appreciate it.
Yep.
This is very serious business, guys.
It's Circe business.
Very. There should not be any discussion between the judges about the candidates before a selection is announced.
Okay. Good enough.
Well, you'll hear everything in here if there's an earthquake, but...
Yeah. I mean, it's doing what it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose if I wanted to, I could put...
You could resize your spacers.
I could resize my spacers a little bit. Or I could I could put something down there. But the idea is, yeah, just lift it up and then it wrenches out. Up here, with this here, hook and loop might actually work. So I may actually do that. So we may come up with a hybrid solution. I don't know. Do you want to extricate yourself, or
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we'll come around this way rather than going through the box.
we will document your adventures?
Yes. Stick my toe through a hole in the countertop and go, there's a hole there. I don't want to follow the rest of me through it.
You didn't have to take your shoes off.
I can feel things when I'm not wearing my shoes.
Ah, that's true.
Cats are far more nimble than I am. They don't ever wear shoes.
What about Puss in Boots?
Fictional.
Fair.
And far too political.
Far too political.
I am not wearing the pants that are made for flexibility.
That's okay.
You don't have anything made for flexibility?
I don't have the leg bandage.
Granted, the pants not made for flexibility was how I found out that my floor was flooding the other night. Because I was like, I'm done wearing pants, I'm going to pajamas. And then it was like, oh, no, there's water here. And I've been home for an hour. Alright, so we're...
Yeah, and that can be fairly low to the ground.
Okay, you sliding in from this side, or?
Yeah, this...
Or, wait, which way is up?
It is configured properly.
Well, damn!
Yeah.
Can I buy a ball? No.
That doesn't look level at all.
Alright. May as well just put that one damn near on the floor then. I didn't think it was gonna be that tight in here.
Neither did I, frankly.
I don't like your cabinet. It's mean. It's far too tiny.
What, for living in, perhaps? Yeah.
Alright, it's got a little bit of give, but that's probably better.
Yeah.
Excuse you. Stay up there for a second. No. You got a shorter box? Or a spacer board? Something a little bit taller than that. Nope. Shorter than this. Was your other box of screws shorter than this? Flatter than that?
No.
Oh, that might work. Yes. Beautiful. I promise not to damage your box too much.
Okay. All right. How does it slide out? It slides out! Yay!
Yeah, it's got about a 3/16 of a gap at the top.
All right. Well, that'll do.
Yes.
Yay.
I have no idea how level it is at the bottom. I'm kind of tempted to find out. Bring me your level. I want to know if I got this one on as good as I did the last time.
Yes.
I'm just gonna take your camera and go.
Well, I'm presuming you want space to leave. If you're becoming the troll of the broadcast desk, okay. I've heard of worse jobs.
Programming. Invitation to collaborate. No. No, I have no idea. I don't think I put it in my calendar. Unless there's a folder that he gave us. Invitation to collaborate.
Well, this one I may have just overthought.
Oh, you just need to sit there?
Yeah.
I don't know. What's your opinion, Sharon? Is it too tall for the space?
No.
Oh.
Just two boards to make sure it doesn't slide forward, and I think there are two planks. Basically, I undo the other one.
Stupid little break at the bottom, and maybe a... You should probably still put one of your don't lean forwards on the top, or maybe on each side.
I do it on the top.
Oh yeah, you just put it high enough and it won't catch any of your wires.
Yeah.
Or make two narrow ones or something.
Well, yeah, because these guys come out... Oh, yeah, okay. Definitely gonna need the thing at the top. All right.
Yeah, that's way top heavy.
That's good. That's my answer.
When you pull the wires to connect them. Okay. And instead of everybody saying yeah.
So it's just a stop.
That's part 1, yeah.
The last 60 seconds. What? I can literally time it! I don't have to say, wish the feelings-based grading of did the speech seem to last 60 seconds. Ooh, ah.
That is a beautiful way
Ow.
of stating the double standards there.
Then the impromptu question was, get a good
San Jose Sharks.
Yikes.
Oh, San Jose Sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard something
Sam says
sharks.
I heard first Sam says sharks goal. And I was like, he doesn't have a goal of saying the word sharks. He's not been, have you been trying to avoid saying the word sharks for a year, Sam?
Baby shark or left shark?
Done!
Cornea becomes cloudy. Fluid builds up.
Well, as you can see, the boards now have a way to affix themselves inside the broadcast desk, and now we can put them in and take them out as needed. Might need to make some modifications to them to make them fit a little bit more snugly in 1 or 2 cases, but it works. Yeah, so I finished my work that day, and then the next day I got into the studio and picked up the power tools, and I didn't feel very comfortable, so I decided to call in some help to sort of help me get back on the horse, as it were, and finish up the project. I'm feeling pretty good again. We'll see what the next few days bring. But we have the boards, we have the patch panels all punched in, we have a way to install them inside the broadcast desk. I mean, it might not look like it, but this broadcast studio is more done than it's not. It's beginning to come together. And so, maybe not the end of this month, but definitely the end of February, I think we'll be producing content here. I think that's going to be my new goal. Presuming, you know, I don't exceed my injury budget any further, because I'm already over my injury budget. I budgeted for 2, and I've now had 3. So, anyway, that's it. See you next episode. How do you turn this off? Well, it seems like we've had our share of problems over the last couple of episodes, but we're over them, and we're moving forward once again. I'd like to thank Sharon and Becky for helping me get over my block regarding the power tools, and I'm happy to be moving forward. I'd also like to thank my patrons, which are the people you see before you. Everyone here helps keep Waveform Orchard going, helps keep my other projects going. Literally wouldn't be able to talk to you if it weren't for these folks. And if you'd like to be my patron, you can go to the link in the description of this video and it'll take you to my Patreon page. There, you get to discover when I horrifically injure myself before anybody else. Talk to you soon. Doctor. Doctor, go to the bathroom.
This is a big space to like check out.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what I'm doing, but I definitely got a lot happier once Dr. Telefunken arrived.